Mei, Child of Ages. On paper, Mei sounded really interesting to me. Follow Mei on her journey through a shattered world as she searches for the identity and the origin of the mysterious creatures that threatens the balance of the universe. To which it kind of gave off some time-spanning action platforming with a little bit of crafting here and there and something magical sprinkled on top. But it wasn't long within the game that I kind of discovered that this may not actually be for my age group, which was kind of disappointing because it did actually sound quite interesting. I will say that I haven't really played all the way through this game, probably nowhere near. I will say that the controls are a little bit floaty for my liking. I found it pretty slow to start with, and also there was too many fetch this, do that, go and get some goats missions, which did a lot of sending you over there just so that you can come back. I found a lot of the missions were way too long-winded and the actual mechanics didn't always work properly. Speaking of which, she has different abilities, such as whistling, which kind of calls your goats and also opens doors. Some of the platforms you kind of need to put something on them in order for you to stand on another one and then whistle to open the door. There is your standard run, jump and kind of double spinny jump as well. You've also got I think stomp and jump on things in order to get flowers from them. And then there's different plants that you can pick up. Some of these actually help you traverse the actual main game, helps you jump and the like. And then others help you defend yourself from enemies, such as spitters and the like. And these mechanics kind of very hit and miss. Sometimes they'll work perfectly and other times you'll struggle to get them to do what you want because you're moving and doing other things at the same time. And I think for me it was about, I don't know, an hour or so into the actual gameplay that I then suddenly discovered this isn't for me. I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would. The puzzles within the game are either too easy or sometimes rather frustrating where you open something up and not realise that you've done so. And then there's the sheer amount of collectibles, animals, insects, butterflies, flowers, plants, all sorts of things can be picked up, all sorts of things can be collected, and in your inventory you can see exactly what you have. And then there's the crafting from these items, and yes, you guessed it, there are quite a few different things that are craftable. The graphics are a mix of, wow, that actually looks pretty decent too, and also the render distance was pretty terrible. I was playing it on my Nintendo Switch too because, well, why not? And I still experience a little bit of choppiness here and there. Sound wise, it was kind of okay, and that's where I'll leave that. I have to say, I wasn't really enjoying this game. But I'll tell you who did enjoy it. My daughter. My daughter saw me playing it and I was like, oh, I'm just reviewing this game. And she came over and took the controllers off me and proceeded to play it herself, mumbling to herself something about Moana, well, I did try to explain that it wasn't, but she was quite happy sitting there puzzling away, collecting like different insects and animals and just having some fun. She didn't really care that it wasn't the most perfect thing looks wise or sound wise, and she seemed to be enjoying herself and wanting to come back to play it more. Now, her progression was obviously a little bit slower than mine, but she is 11 and an avid gamer, and I felt she was more the target audience for this game. And whether that was a right or wrong assumption to make, she still was enjoying it a lot more than I was. So I'm not going to really score this game, as I don't think it would be kind of fair of me to, but I will say this. It probably isn't for you if you're in your 50s watching this video, but if you do have some younglings that are into or getting into gaming, then this may be a good inoffensive game for them. I think I've said all I could probably say about this one, especially from my point of view, so if you've enjoyed this video, please do go and hit them like and subscribe buttons, because life is better when we game together.